Okay, so we decided to kind of summarize what we've been talking about.
Yeah. Well,
And there's two main points that came up. One is that we need the AI researchers to reach a consensus in much the same way as climate scientists have reached a consensus on climate change, because politicians and other decision makers are going to be looking for technical opinions from the AI researchers. And if the AI researchers have all sorts of different opinions, then they're going to be able to pick and choose whatever suits them.
yeah.
Now, there's currently a big diversity of opinions, and to a certain extent, there's warring camps. And it'd be great if we could get over that phase and get to something where people agree roughly on what the main threats are from AI, or at least agree on some of the main threats, and also agree on how urgent and how dangerous they are. So that's one issue.
Yeah, just to jump in, I think I fully agree. I've never seen the AI community become fragmented the way it feels like it's trending right now. Many countries, including the United States, have been quite polarized, with different camps shouting at each other rather than having a conversation. I don't think the AI community is that bad, but it's little very worrying signs of it trending in that direction. And if we can collectively figure out the science and our best assessments of the risks, from catastrophic all the way to something as bad as extinction, to have a shared view, have the conversations get us all there, we can then help policymakers much better.
Right. So that would be one thing for the researchers to aim for. And then a second point is that I think it's fairly urgent for the researchers to come to a consensus about whether these big chatbots like GPT-4 or Bard actually understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
There's clearly some people believe they do, and some people believe they're just stochastic parrots. And so long as we have those differences, we're not going to be able to come to a consensus about dangers.
Yeah.
And so I think it's sort of urgent for the research community to address this issue of whether they understand or not. And I think both of us believe they do understand, but people we respect a lot, like Jan, think they don't really understand. And it's crucial to resolve this issue. And we may not be able to come to a consensus about other issues until we've resolved that issue.
Yeah. One of the challenges of the term understanding is not sure what's the test for whether a system understands. And I think that my view is that I believe the large language models and other large AI models are building a world model, or building something that looks a lot like a world model. So my gut is that I do believe, to the extent it's building a world model, is learning some understanding of the world. But that's just my current view. And I think this is, as you say, Jeff, one of the topics that if the research community discusses and debates more and has a shared understanding of, I think this will be one of the questions that, if we have alignment on this, it will probably cause us to reason in a more consistent way, and maybe get to better alignment as a community about the AI risks as well.
Right. And one aspect of this is the idea it's just statistics. And we all agree that in some sense it has to be just statistics. All these things have is the statistics of their input. But many people who think it's just statistics are thinking in terms of things like trigram models or counting co-occurrence frequencies of words. And it's not just that. We believe that this process of creating features of embeddings and then interactions between features is actually understanding. Once you've taken the raw data of symbol strings, and you can now predict the next symbol, not by things like trigrams, but by huge numbers of features interacting in very complicated ways to predict the features of the next word, and from that make a prediction about the probability of next words. The point is, that is understanding. At least I believe that is understanding. I believe that's what our brains are doing too. But that's an issue to be discussed by the research community. And it would be great if we could convince people that they're not just stochastic parrots.
Yeah. And I think that there are likely a set of questions of which whether AI systems really understands the world that is leading different people to then quite reasonably come to different conclusions about the types and nature of AI catastrophic or even extinction risks. And I think coming to better understanding of whether AI understands will be one of the things, probably some other questions as well that are worth laying out that will cause us all to maybe come to more similar conclusions as a community.
Yes, that would be good.
Cool. Awesome.
Okay.
Thanks
Thanks
Jeff.
for the conversation.
Yeah, I look forward to continuing the conversation, us as well as hopefully with everyone. Thanks, Jeff.
Okay. Bye for now.